Today, I'm gonna be redoing my 100 days Minecraft Hardcore Edition. And for these next 100 days, I have some goals. For example, like getting full enchanted diamond armor, making a raid farm so I can have infinite totems, and try to make my base look as good as possible. Will I complete my goals for these next 100 days? I don't know. Stick around and find out. But enough of that, let's get into the 100 days. And at first, this spawn looked trash, but it had potential. So I just ran around until I found anything that I liked. And I found a shipwreck, but the loot was trash. And then I found a pillager outpost and a village. So I went to it, made tools, and I found this beauty of land. So I decided to set camp right here. And I went to sleep on day number 1. Okay, so look, this is the plan. I wanted to build my house right here. And I wanted to build a village or trading hall across. And I wanted to build a mineshaft next to my house. And another portal with land underneath it. And I want to build the enchantment table right here. And a bridge across. And walls all around. So, let's get to it. And when I woke up, I went to a nearby cave to get some resources. So I can get iron, armor, and tools. And after smelting it, I decided I need more iron. So I decided to go try to find another cave. And I realized I didn't bring a bed, so I just took this gentleman's bed. And for like 10 minutes, I was just fighting these annoying mobs. But I handled it. And I found a nearby cave with a mine shaft. So I got more iron. And when I got home, I smelted my iron. And I was getting my inventory ready to go mine diamonds. So I'll try to find a village so I could get more food. And that's exactly what happened. So I went back to the mine shaft so I can go mine diamonds. And it didn't take long to find my very first diamonds. Look how happy I look. And I got more diamonds, but it was only one, sadly. I also got more diamonds. More diamonds. And even more diamonds. And I got more diamonds. And after finding a lava pool, I decided to make a diamond pickaxe so I could get obsidian. But for some reason, I got 8. What is wrong with me? And I found this beauty of a diamond vein. And when I got all the diamonds, I decided to go back home. And when I got home, I decided to start getting materials for my house. So let the material mining montage begin. I started getting my land ready so I could start getting started on my house. So let the house building montage begin right now. And I was getting my inventory ready to go into the nether. And then I realized I was missing something, so I went to go get gold boots. And then I decided to go in the nether. Then immediately I ran away from the basalt biome because I just hate the basalt biome. But since I didn't have any gold at home, I decided to mine some gold in the nether so I can make gold boots. And then I wandered off, and then look what I found. I mined my way inside, got nether wart and soul sand. And I also got some blazes. And as I was returning home, this happened. I know I could have saved myself a different way, but I had to do something, so I just ate the enchanted golden apple. And once I made it home, I was just so happy and relieved that I made it home nice and safely. Look at me celebrating. Then I put the brewing stand where it belonged. And I decided to get a horse so I could travel to find the desert and the savanna biome, which I needed to find so I can make a future experience for him. So I think I saw a savanna biome behind the village that I saw earlier, so I decided to go to it now. And I found the savanna biome, but I got a cactus. So this is the plan. I was gonna leave my horse at the village, get spider eyes, which I'm doing right now, and go get armadillos in the near future with the spider eyes and take them home. And as I'm leaving, I see my horse looking at something, and I look at it, it's a creeper. And I think he wanted to come in because he looks at me and then he goes to the doorbell. And I'm trying to provoke him, mess with him, but I don't know. And I don't know, he's just looking at me. You are mine! So I just went around the entrance I didn't even know I had, and when I'm going to the front, the creeper's going behind. So that's a very smart creeper. And so then I start getting my armadillo experience farm up and running. And I decided to finish off the enchantment table and get max enchantments. And as I'm going to enchant my diamond pickaxe, look what I get. I get the holy grail of diamond pickaxes. It's such a beauty. And I decided to go in the cave and go get lapis. And after a very successful mining trip, I kept enchanting my stuff. But I just couldn't get anything good enchanted, so I just continued on. And then I started getting more potions so I could keep going on my experience farm. And then I got this beauty of an axe. And then I ran out of lapis, so I decided to go back into a cave and try to get more lapis so I could continue on. And I also got these diamond boots, and I was debating if I should keep them or not, but I ended up grinding the experience off. And then I decided to keep on going, and then I decided to enchant my boots with, and then this is what I got. And then my experience armadillo farm broke, and I don't even know how, but I think one of the armadillos died. So I had to repair it, and it was very annoying. And I kind of did it wrong, and then after I killed all of them, I decided to keep on enchanting. And then I got the perfect shovel. And also, I got this diamond helmet, which is very beautiful, and diamond boots. And then I also ran out of potions, so I made more. And I also ran out of lapis, so I decided to go back into the cave and try to find more. But then I realized that it's now day 51. And I missed the day 50, so hopefully I can celebrate when it hits 100 days. And not only did I find lapis, I also found a trial chamber, which I will definitely be coming to this trial chamber in the near future. And I also enchanted, and I got this diamond sword. And I also got these diamond leggings, which I will definitely be using and keeping. And I also got a good bow. And then I decided to combine my sword, which made me the best sword possible. And then I was realizing that all I needed enchanting was my boots and a silk touch diamond pickaxe. So I started getting on the enchantments. But I had no lapis, so I went into the caves and tried to find some. And I did. And as soon as I didn't waste any time, I got straight to the experience farm. And then I go to enchant my diamond pickaxe, and then I got the best silk touch pickaxe possible. And then I realized that I was trying to get Depth Strider and Unbreaking 3, but all I needed was Depth Strider, and I wasted a whole bunch of time trying to get Unbreaking and Depth Strider on boots. So I only focused on trying to get Depth Strider. And I got excited because I got Depth Strider, but it had Fire Protection 3, which got me thinking if I could just only add the Depth Strider to my diamond boots. So I tried, and you can. So I got the perfect pair of diamond boots. And then all my armor was set, and all I needed to do was just get is a villager that trades me mending for 1 emerald, so that's what I tried to go do. And I was just running around forever just trying to get a zombie villagers to spawn, but they couldn't just not spawn, so I just kept on waiting and waiting. And then I thought about the genius plan. I decided to find a zombie and take him to the zombie villager, and the zombie had a very delicious treat, and since it's on hardcore, it just transformed. And then all I did was capture it, was just heal it, so all I had to do was just wait. So then I started to make a little mine shaft because I needed cobblestone. So I just picked this plot of land and started digging. And after getting all the cobblestone, I started getting more materials for a future farm that I'll be making. So then I started getting work on the farm. So I needed a villager, so I went to the nearby village and got a lucky villager who will be coming me to the XP farm via boat. And while I was doing this happened. While I was falling, I thought it was all over. And then this guy started spinning around. And since the other guy died, I had to use the one that was right here. But this guy ended up dying as well. So I had no choice but to go back to the old village and get a villager. And that's what I did. And as I'm dangling this villager here, I camped here and then I continued on with the farm. And after finishing the farm, I decided to do a raid so I could get emeralds for a mending book. And after one raid, this is what I got. I definitely have enough emeralds to buy mending now. And as I'm buying mending books, I realized that he changed it to 1 emerald. So I didn't even need that much. So then I combined it all to my armor. Now since I have all my armor, I decided to make a mine shaft next to the house. So I gathered materials. And on one side is going to be deep slate and 1 stone. This is the deep slate area. With chests so I can just come down here when I need it. And I added stairs to make it easy to go out. And I added the roof, and this is how it looked. I honestly don't think it looks horrible. And after that, my tools are very low, so I decided to make some weakness potions so I could get activated on the farm. I don't know, but something about the tools all heal just makes everything look so much better. And I'm running around, and then I find a very friendly drown. I don't know if he was trying to hit me, but he was very friendly. I needed spruce, but I didn't feel like running all the way back, so I was killing fishes so I could get bones so I could use bone meal to grow the trees. And I started terraforming for the villager trading hall. And I was gonna build it right here. I needed more wood, so back to killing the fish. And this is gonna be the area where I wanted the villagers to breed. I'm not gonna keep it this size, so this size is temporary. And right here, I was testing out the new Minecraft bedrock feature. Whenever you do something, you pause the whole entire game, which is gonna be so game changer. I also ran out of wood, so I went to go chop a tree down. And I got started on the roof. I mean, it looks great, right? I thought adding cobblestone would make it look better. And I guess it helped, sorta. And I started to gather some dirt so I can make like a little platform so I could build another portal and a little bridge. This is how it looks so far. And I got started on the other side. And I filled it in. But I ran out of dirt, so I used the nighttime to lit up the area where I lived. I didn't like this patch of land, so I just cut it all out. I don't think it looks horrible. And with the dirt, I just filled it back in. And then I decided it was time to put the villagers in the trading hall. But I didn't have another one, so I quickly ran back to the base and tried to make me a potion of weakness and a golden apple. And it didn't take long to find a zombie villager. And then I cured it. And he was saved. And the villager willingly went into the minecart. And now both of the villagers are in the farm. So I added their beds and their workbenches, but the other guy wanted to be a lecturer. And I went to a tree hoping that it would grow because it only had 6 bone meal, and it did. And with the wood, I upgraded their base. And this guy was dreaming to fly, I guess. And I upgraded the entrance. And I don't think it looks bad. How many times have I said that? Comment down below. I forgot to record the last part, but all I did in the last part was just come to the village and put beds in the villager trading hall. So I came to the village so I could get more beds to put in the villager trading hall. So let's get to it. And then I returned with all the beds. And then I realized that they had a kid. Congratulations. But I wanted another one, so I kept making them try to have more. And they almost did. I don't even know what happened here. And then I started doing some Minecraft chores. And I was gonna AFK this farm so it could grow faster because I needed bread for the villagers, so I just waited right here. And then I went to sleep because it took too long. And I found a dog which I wanted to tame, but I had no bones, so I decided to break everything really quickly and try to find bones. Luckily there was a skeleton right here, so I went to the dog. He can sit right here. And then I went to go check up on the villagers. And they did have another kid, which is very great. And then I decided to run to the raid farm so I could get some enchantment so I could get a good bow and a fishing rod. And now remember, I put a potion in there, which I got. So I drank the potion and defeated the raid, and then I went to sleep when this happened. But I survived. And then I made a little platform so I could get more potions easier. And then I got a potion. Did a raid. And I put it right there. And then I got this bow from all the enchantment books that I got from the raid. And that's all the loot. And then I jumped off. So I kept on waiting, and waiting for one to spawn, but one never did. So it took forever just for one to spawn. Until one did. So I killed it and did the raid, but the sun was setting, so I went to sleep on day number 99. But all the loot that I was getting was going overflow into the chest. So I decided to organize it. So this is the before, and this is the after. I know most of it's in my inventory, but some of it I could use at my house. So I decided to run back home, put everything where it needed to go, and I look at the sunset at day number 99 going into 100. So then I got the courage to go to sleep. That was it. That was my 100 days Minecraft hardcore. I know I was kind of rushed and I didn't do a lot of builds, but in the 200 days, I want to build more and make the base like 1,000,000 times better. But until next time, see you guys later.